What up, everybody? Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened with George Lopez and the young lady at his show. And if I'm not mistaken, it was in California with a racially mixed audience, black and white. I believe that there were other black performers there. I'm not 100% sure about that, but the controversy, if you haven't heard, was George Lopez called out a black woman who turned out to be half black and half Spanish, half Mexican. His joke was that his grandmother had two rules, and one was don't marry anybody black, and the other was don't park in front of her house. So I guess one of the women in the audience, and I guess she was black or looked black, and that's how the press and the media took it up as this was a black woman. Eventually turned out that she was half Mexican. But she got up in the audience after the joke and she said, "Oh, I'm the exception to the rule." I'm paraphrasing, that's not exactly what she said. But her claim was that you're mistaken because I'm black and Mexican. Yeah, and I didn't think that was like a big issue, but I guess George Lopez thought it was, and he treated her like a heckler. Eventually, had her put out of the show. So, okay, if you go to a show and you know it's comedy, I don't think you should go in and heckle. You know, this is I've never been a comedian. You know, I've never been somebody who talks in front of big groups on a regular basis. So I can't put myself in George Lopez's shoes. I do think, on the basis of common sense, that there may be, an assumed role for someone attending a comedy show that, you can probably make some kind of dispute on any joke. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a joke if you couldn't dispute it, right? And these guys apply analogies and life situations and try to make it funny. Give us something to laugh about. I don't think that's so bad. And I didn't think it was so bad that the lady actually said that. However, if you go to somebody's show and you interrupt it, you can expect some sort of penalty. This is kind of, in my opinion, more of a bigger issue behind that. That specific situation, to me, wasn't that important. But in the bigger picture of certain people thinking that they can say whatever they want to anybody because they have a certain status, to me, that's just wrong. We all entitled to free speech, and George Lopez is entitled to make his money. And if I guess being heckled is similar, to being on YouTube and getting trolled by people. Not everybody's gonna appreciate you or in the way that you want. Even though I believe that in the beginning the lady wasn't really hostily criticizing him. I think she was just making a point, and decided that she was gonna draw attention to herself. All right, and then you got bad attention, and you were put out of the show. And so now everybody's, a lot of people are claiming George Lopez is racist, da 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 da. Do I believe the guy is racist? No. Do I believe the woman's racist? No. I think what we had here was a very open and shut case of you're exercising your free speech, and he's exercising his right to earn his money. And he was within his rights to put her out. She was within her rights to heckle. But this was his house. Temporarily, I guess he was, he rented that place for the purpose of making money. He wanted to do his thing. And the lady interrupted. So I don't have a beef with George Lopez or the young lady. And I think all of us can learn a little bit of something about, letting other people do their thing. It's one thing to post a comment and not like something, but if someone's in the process of doing what they do to provide for themselves, I don't know if, if it's really appropriate. Do you have a right? Maybe. Is it really appropriate? Is it cool? I don't know. But this was democracy at its best. This is what we do in the United States. So there was a little discourse. It didn't end good for the lady. George Lopez got some bad press over it. I think in the end, both people will be better for it. That's my opinion. Both parties will be better for it, and the community at whole, knowing that sometimes there's a price to pay for your freedom of speech. We call it freedom of speech, not free. It's not free. There's a price that comes with it. So don't confuse the two. Sometimes saying things can get you in trouble. I like to lead with a scripture. He who guards his tongue guards his life. So I'm going to close with that. And hopefully I can get y'all to, if you like it, to like it, and hate it, and share with your friends, and maybe learn a little bit of something. Everybody got a right to say what they want. Let's hopefully we exercise some discretion and some common sense and some level of respect for everybody else. All right, y'all. Thank you for your time, and share this video if you like, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.